You can always gain by giving love. Happy Valentine's and welcome. This is Kutv News at 9 and here are our top stories. A chaser to spend weekend in custody as detectives set to search his house. IEBC kickstarts boundaries review in March, concerns raised over funds. All is fair in love. Kenyans adorn red and spend big on Valentine's and its flair. First Lady flags of men race held in solidarity of mother-child health awareness. Welcome on board. My name is Kristen Kamau. The sign language interpreter is Nalia Zinderito. Now, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission will start reviewing boundaries ahead of the 2022 general elections. This is according to the chairman of the commission, Wafula Chebukati, who said the Electoral Commission was to start immediately, but due to the delay of funds from Treasury. The remarks comes as the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics is expected to make public the census results.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission will begin a nationwide boundaries review process in March once National Treasury avail funds. The poll agency is required in law to conclude the process by July 2021, 12 months to the 2022 general election, for the changes in constituency and ward boundaries to apply. In a statement sent to newsrooms, IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati noted that existing boundaries have been gazetted on March 7, 2012, were due for a review in March, which marks the beginning of the 8 years interval provided under Article 89 of the Constitution. The statement read, and I quote, "The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission shall review the name of boundaries and constituencies at intervals of not less than 8 years and not more than 12 years, but any review shall be completed at least 12 months before a general election of members of parliament." IEBC said an elaborate plan had already been developed to ensure a seamless process once funds are availed. The statement, and I quote, "In preparation for the review, the Commission has developed a boundaries review operation which provides a roadmap for the exercise. The Commission also initiated capacity building of its staff, procurement of requisite tools, and the conduct of pilot boundaries review." Article 89 provides for only 290 constituencies for the purpose of the election of members of the National Assembly. Among factors to consider during a boundary review exercise are the population quota, geographical features and urban centers, community interests, historical and cultural ties. The number of inhabitants in a constituency or ward is required to be nearly equal to the population quota and may be greater or lesser to the quota by a margin of not more than 40% for cities and sparsely populated areas and 30% for other areas. The Constitution requires the poll agency to consult all interested parties during a review process for renaming constituency and wards and publishing the same in the Gazette. Anne Mashere, Kutv.
Love is in the air, it's palpable, and you can almost stroke it as we are on Valentine's Day. This is the day that has come to be associated with sugar and spice and all things nice.
February is the month of romance, with Valentine's Day being commemorated all over the world. Loved ones exchange gifts, flowers, chocolates, and share meals.
We take advantage of Valentine to remind our wives and our girlfriends and our queens that we still love them and that we still remember the very first bouquet I bought for her many years ago. And I still feel like it was yesterday. And also to show others, because we just don't do it for the sake of it. We do it to remind others.
Many couples choose to celebrate Valentine's Day with dinner, a picnic, or a special home-cooked meal. Many restaurants offer Valentine's Day dinner promotions, and the food is often presented with symbols of love like hearts and flowers.
Ya leo nimeamua kununua maua Nikaenda nikapatie mpenzi wangu.
It's a day commonly associated with romantic love, with millions of Valentine's Day cards being exchanged each year.
My plans for today's Valentine is to take my lovely wife out for dinner, a nice dinner, and I buy her some nice flowers and a glass of red wine. Yeah.
Leo ni siku ya Valentine, ni siku ya waliopendana na ni siku ya kuonyesha mapenzi kwa mpendwa wako. Ni siku ya kuonyesha hata katika kumpelekea maua, kumpelekea chocolate, kumpelekea kitu ambacho ni kizuri, kumuonyesha, ni ishara kumuonyesha kwamba wewe unampenda. Na siku hii ya leo ndio siku nitaonyesha mpendwa wangu ya kwamba ninampenda.
Gifts of flowers or a single red rose are sent with romantic messages to loved ones, and couples spend special time together. According to Zainab Hari, the business-wise business has been hit hard.
Biashara, comparing this year to the other years, this year biashara iko kinda chini kidogo. So cause unaona hata maua hakuna, tumekosa mpaka maua cause kuna wenye mpaka kabisa hawajatengeneza anything. Biashara imekuwa chini, people are complaining. Sasa hata kuna ile mood ya Valentine like the way it was. Biashara tu imekuwa chini tu kabisa. You can't compare now to the other year.
It is a day of love, and many people celebrate this day by sending a message of love and affection to their families, partners and friends. Elias Sombogo, KUTV, Nairobi.
Our former Sports Cabinet Secretary Rashid Echasa will spend his Valentine's weekend at the Muthaiga Police Station. In a ruling made by Magistrate Lucas Onyona, the detention will allow officers to complete the investigations and search the houses of the accused. The prosecution had argued that the release of the respondents before searches will hamper the ongoing investigations. The three will, however, be released next week on a police cash bail of 1 million shillings. They have been forbidden from contacting any of the witnesses lined up for the case. His defense, however, argued that his arrest was politically instigated because of his stance in the ongoing BBI report. Elsewhere, residents in Bundalangi, Busia County live in fear of drowning after one man was found dead while fishing. According to the residents, the Bundalangi Dam has become dangerous for any fishing activities. The residents are now calling on to the government to intervene.
Nifikie karibu na hiyo beseni, mwili inaanza kutetemeka. Nikaita mzee Munyole, buso kuje. Mzee Munyole pia akakatalia huko. Kamwambia kuja tuone. Akasema wewe fika kwa hiyo beseni. Nikasema hapana, nikaita huyu mtoto akakuja. Huyu mtoto akaniambia tufike kwa hiyo beseni, nikasema roho yangu imekataa kabisa. Nikasema hebu toke nje twende uende uite mzee Mondi. Mzee Mondi kufika, tukaingia kwa maji, kufika pale kwa beseni nikamulika tochi.
Over to energy, motorists are set to feel a further pinch at the pump as petrol and diesel prices have increased for a second consecutive month in the latest cost review by the Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA. Petrol prices have increased by an average of 2.67 shillings across the board, while diesel costs have picked up by a further 2.13 shillings per litre. Kerosene prices have meanwhile reduced by 1.26 shillings per litre. The resulting costs follow an increase to the average landing cost of both petrol and diesel imports. A litre of petrol will now retail at 112.87 shillings in Nairobi, while the cost of diesel peaking at 104.45 shillings per litre. The cost of kerosene will meanwhile come down to 102.69 shillings for every litre. Deputy President William Ruto has said that everyone in Kenya will be heard in the ongoing Building Bridges Initiative BBI deliberations. He said every opinion will count so as to make the final document solid and more inclusive. Dr. Ruto said they will not allow the initiative to be hijacked by politicians. He spoke on Thursday during a funeral service in Kandara, Murang'a County. The Building Bridges Initiative Steering Committee has called for stakeholders forum. The two-day forum will focus on validating the report of the BBI Task Force, the Ministry of Public Service, NCIC, Multi-Sectoral Forum, and Women in Business give their views on Thursday, while Youth for BBI, County Assemblies Forum, and Political Parties Liaison Committee will do so on Friday.
Mimi nawapatia commitment ya kwamba mimi kama msaidizi wa rais nitahakikisha ya kwamba kazi ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta haijakwama. Mimi nitasukuma kabisa na bidii, kwa sababu hiyo ndio kazi niliapishwa nifanye. Sina hiyo.
Mambo ya BBI kwa excellency hatuna shida. Ile BBI ya Bomas. BBI ambaye haiongezi mzigo kwa wajibu. Sisi tunataka BBI ambaye itaweka guaranteed minimum return. Mkulima wa kahawa ajue akitengeneza kahawa yake atauza pesa ngapi.
Sisi tumesimama na Uhuru kabisa. Na tukisimama na Uhuru tunasimama na Uhuru na Ruto. Ama namna gani? Kuna bahari tumebadilika sisi.
And war. But those reports, we're going to take a short break. Justice reports coming right after this. Stick around.